Hello, everyone.
Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Lasting for about 12 minutes. This was the most memorable tornado in Uruguay's history. With wind speeds exceeding 186 miles per hour, it turned an area into chaos in just seconds. When a storm hits, standing right next to a window to watch is not a safe choice. Step back into a sturdy area inside the house. Not just windows. Patio overhangs are also something to watch out for when a storm suddenly strikes. In Himachal Pradesh state on July 25, 2026, a massive rock slide suddenly occurred, sending tons of rocks crashing down below and creating a giant dust cloud. How is the weather where you live today? Please share down in the comments section. In Florida, feeding tarpon has become a unique tourist experience. However, feed them properly to ensure safety.
That is a money shot. Holy cow.
This moment shows that a sturdy structure can make a huge difference when a storm hits.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Climate change is causing ice to melt faster on Everest, so always equip yourself with full protective gear when you go mountain climbing here. In mountainous areas, if you hear unusual sounds from a slope, quickly leave the risky area and find a safe place. About 80 acres. That was the significant spreading consequence of a fireworks factory blast in Esparto, California. Watching whales is like opening a mystery box. 90% of the waiting time is for a 1% chance of encountering them. Please like and subscribe to our channel. There are still many moments worth watching waiting for you ahead. What would you do if faced with a bull that was losing control? Did you ever think that a stingray could move at such high speed? These two residents also nearly lost their balance when they were suddenly greeted by a manatee. The hunt seemed successful when the lioness grabbed the zebra, but just a second later, the situation suddenly turned around. In Brazil, this guy had an unforgettable experience when a sudden gust of wind completely altered his flight trajectory. Asperitas clouds are one of the rarest cloud forms in the world, and on July 21st, 2026, residents in Santa Cruz, California, were fortunate to witness this phenomenon with their own eyes. Despite its dark appearance, it is completely harmless. Rough waves show that work at sea requires not only experience, but also remarkable calmness and endurance. In the UK, belongings in a neighborhood were tossed around when a tornado suddenly swept through the Horham countryside. In another development, a strong tornado swept through Henan Province, China, lasting for about 5 minutes and leaving an impact path over 0.6 miles long and nearly 980 feet wide. When an earthquake suddenly occurs, move quickly to a spacious area, staying far away from walls, large trees, and power poles. You are witnessing the moment a flash flood occurred at Lake Powell. The fast-flowing water carried a large amount of sediment, turning the water stream dark brown like chocolate. Does the cow actually understand what this man is saying? In New Mexico, it seems this bear wanted to enjoy the view from above, but accidentally chose a location that made passersby worried.
Just a second.
Unlike many commercial sports events, the ocean race has no cash prizes. The only reward is the trophy engraved with the names of those who conquered the most demanding challenge on the planet.
Whoa! Oh my God.
In Arizona, a driver was amazed by the appearance of a dust devil as it swept through the town of Gilbert on July 23, 2026. A driver had a narrow escape when high winds snapped a power pole, causing it to fall right in front of the car. On July 21, 2026, residents in the city of Buchanan, United States, helplessly watched as a flash flood washed away many belongings right before their eyes.
Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Allahu Akbar.
To make sure a nature exploration journey ends well, always respect the living space of wild animals, especially elephants. A 7.4 magnitude earthquake that struck Guatemala on July 17, 2026, caused severe shaking and led to landslides in many areas. How would you react if an unfamiliar visitor appeared at your house? Except this uninvited guest does not know how to ring the doorbell. The beauty of Norway lies not only in white snow and fog, but also in how nature transforms rushing waters into an unforgettable, magnificent sight.
Oh.
Which device are you using to watch our video? A TV or a phone? A strong tornado swept through the town of Oppdal, Norway, tearing off roofs of several houses and blowing away an entire garage. When you own a restaurant with food so good that even wild boars want to come in and order.
Do you know there's a bear right behind you?
Would you be calm enough if you suddenly came face to face with a bear right in the middle of a park?
Craig, you're too close! Look, come here!
In another development, a couple in Canada had an unforgettable encounter with a bear walking around.
Go, bear, go! Go, bear!
Hit like if you also want to experience this wonderful moment once. In the middle of a storm, risks come not only from wind force but also from airborne objects flying out of control. Find a safe shelter. In just seconds, heavy rain turned many streets in the capital Ankara, Turkey, submerged under floodwaters. A wildfire in France created thick smoke that completely altered the color of the sky in the Gironde region on July 24, 2026. Even horses felt the risks as the fire in France spread. This phenomenon occurs when saltwater mixes with organic decomposition products from marine life, combined with strong winds and large waves. This is Asperitas cloud. This type of cloud usually appears after thunderstorms. Although they look dark and ominous, they do not signal the end of the world as many rumors suggest. Daily life in Skopje, the capital of North Macedonia, was suddenly disrupted when a strong storm unexpectedly hit. The movement speed of a storm is not fixed, but if you regularly watch weather forecasts, you will have enough time to respond to them. Construction activities near steep slopes need careful monitoring because weak ground can increase the risk of landslides. This goosebump-inducing moment is fungus gnat larvae. This is how they move during migration to protect themselves from threats. A strong storm swept through Istanbul, uprooting trees, tearing off many roofs, and disrupting daily life across the city. This is why you should limit going outside when your area is severely affected by a major storm.
Oh no! Oh my God! Yes!
The sea surface may look peaceful, but a sudden wave is enough to change your journey's direction in ways no one wants.
Oh my God.
A tall column of a landspout unexpectedly appeared in the middle of the Rachiu forest, creating a scene that left onlookers astonished. Grand Prismatic Spring is the largest hot spring in Yellowstone, with water reaching up to 188 degrees. So you need to stay on designated paths and maintain a safe distance when visiting this site. A wildlife photographer captured a strangely peaceful encounter when facing a brown bear at Katmai National Park, Alaska. You will have a new day full of energy waking up to a beautiful view like this. On July 21st, flooding in West Virginia completely changed the space of a hotel in Weston.
What is it?
A strong gust of wind caused a passenger plane to wobble during landing, and I believe there were a few rounds of applause when it landed successfully. Bride's whale is one of the captivating marine animals that scientists and nature lovers cannot overlook. If your home happens to have unexpected visitors like this, it is best to contact experts. A woman in Truckee, California, was astonished after seeing a lightning bolt strike a tree with her own eyes. If you have lived in Michigan for 50 years, I bet you have never seen a massive number of mayflies like this before. It occurred in the New Baltimore area. Unlike other migrating animals, wildebeests can move without the guidance of a herd leader. From January to March every year, you can witness the spectacular migration of thousands of wildebeests in Tanzania. They always move toward areas with thunderstorms to find fresh green grass. Even when quite far from the crater, volcanic ash from Kilauea carried by the wind can still disrupt daily activities and travel. This might be one of the rarest sights on the planet. A giant dust devil appeared right next to the Kilauea volcano as it erupted. These whirlwinds are a form of dust devil formed when high temperatures cause updrafts and strong wind shear. An impressive moment recorded by a local resident shows vigorous eruptive activity at the Kilauea volcano on Hawaii's Big Island. A giant dust devil swept through the northern Nevada desert, creating a spectacular scene as its height surpassed nearby mountains. In its lifetime, a wandering albatross can fly between 3.7 million and 5.2 million miles, equivalent to traveling from Earth to the Moon and back more than 10 times. If you had to stay up all night to witness this phenomenon after watching the aurora, would you find it worth the trade-off?
Wow, right up. Wow.
A group of boaters received a special surprise when greeted by a humpback whale off the coast of New South Wales.
That's the craziest. I've never seen one like that.
Look at how high it goes up. Guys, do we need to evacuate?
A dust devil was seen spinning around a baseball field in Omaha, leaving onlookers amazed.
Dissipating. That was I've never seen one like that.
Iceland is a perfect place for you to witness the life cycle of an iceberg, but in the context of global warming, these phenomena occur more frequently. This is not a movie. This is the moment the sky in Shark Bay, Western Australia, turned blood red before tropical cyclone Narelle made landfall.
I wish. See this live.
In Leilani Estates, a fissure in the ground became a spot where lava surged up right next to residential spaces. When living near a volcano, the boundary of a peaceful life can shift very quickly. If hell exists, it might look like this. Mudslides are one of the most difficult natural hazards to prevent in mountains and steep valleys. A flood can arise suddenly after just a heavy accumulation of rain. You usually have only minutes or even seconds to run to higher ground. Hopefully, one day you will also witness this wonderful phenomenon with your own eyes. Remember that when skiing, experience and caution are always more important than the urge to conquer. An impressive murmuration of starlings was observed in the sky over Lincoln, England. A massive cluster of monarch butterflies was spotted migrating through Colorado on their 3,000-mile journey to Mexico. Three humpback whales breached out of the water at the same time, creating a rare moment that many ocean lovers could wait a lifetime without necessarily witnessing. Deep in the Himalayas, a large block of snow suddenly poured down onto a campsite, showing that snow accumulating on steep slopes can lose stability and shift in seconds. The night sky in Puerto Rico suddenly lit up as a meteor flashed across. Have you ever been lucky enough to witness such a brief moment with your own eyes? In Bangladesh, the appearance of a giant elephant quickly turned a peaceful scene into chaos. With large animals, creating an exit path is always safer than surrounding or provoking them.
There's something about Aussie land spiders, but no one says anything about Aussie sea spiders.
When visiting Yellowstone National Park, always stay alert to your surroundings because you never know if you will become the subject of observation for a bison. This puppy really thinks it is the lead horse. A beloved bald eagle was rescued by residents in Los Angeles near Big Bear. Amidst the thick hailstorm, what this cow needs most right now is not speed, but a covered shelter as soon as possible. During the breeding season, male elk can become easily agitated and more unpredictable. Keeping a distance during this phase not only protects humans, but also avoids causing stress to animals. Water and certain vehicle fluids can create very unexpected reactions when coming into contact under the right conditions. Can you guess what happens next? The sky over Gaza suddenly put on an unusual color, turning familiar scenery into a landscape that seems to belong to another planet.
هذه الأجواء حاليا في مخيمات النزوح يعني فوق ما هو خيام كمان غبرة الله يا رب يكونوا بقى.
Following a period of warmer seasonal conditions accompanied by heavy precipitation, a massive section of a regional glacier in Patagonia suddenly collapsed right before the eyes of the onlookers.
Well, here it goes, look at that, look. Bloody hell.
Today's collection concludes here. Please hit like and subscribe to support our team. Thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.